The video begins with the commentator questioning whether Meghan Markle is actually a worthwhile investment for the companies she has chosen to support. According to the commentator, several businesses, including Cesta Collective, One.Off, and Clevr Blends, have effectively invested in Meghan by associating their brands with her. However, she argues that there is little evidence these partnerships have significantly benefited the companies involved. She points out that Meghan has not publicly worn products from Cesta Collective since 2024 and suggests that this lack of continued promotion raises concerns about the effectiveness of her support. The discussion then shifts to the recent collaboration between As Ever and Clevr Blends. The partnership introduced a strawberry matcha set that included strawberry spread, flour sprinkles, and a matcha blend from Clevr. While the bundle was reportedly sold out, the commentator notes that all three products remain available for individual purchase through their respective websites. This creates confusion because customers can still buy every item separately despite the bundle itself no longer being available. The commentator argues that the collaboration offered little practical value to consumers. After comparing the prices, she found that purchasing the items individually costs essentially the same as buying the bundle. There was no meaningful discount, no exclusive product, and no special feature that made the package stand out. In her view, the partnership lacked a compelling reason for customers to choose the bundle over purchasing the products separately. She also references Meghan Markle's statement from 2024, in which she described herself as a dolphin investor rather than a shark investor. The commentator criticizes this description, arguing that successful investors are often strategic and aggressive in pursuing opportunities. She believes Meghan's comments generated attention, but have not been backed up by notable investment success. Further criticism is directed at the structure of the strawberry matcha collaboration. The commentator finds it particularly strange that Clevr Blends already offers a strawberry matcha product, yet that specific blend was not included in the partnership. From her perspective, this decision makes little business sense and raises questions about the planning behind the collaboration. As the discussion continues, the commentator becomes increasingly skeptical of the claim that the bundle genuinely sold out due to overwhelming demand. Since every individual product remains available at the same retail price, she questions why the companies would discontinue the package if it were truly successful. She suggests that the situation does not entirely add up and believes it may reflect broader concerns about the effectiveness of Meghan Markle's business ventures and investment strategy. The uncertainty surrounding the collaboration ultimately leads her to question whether Meghan's involvement is providing the positive impact that these companies may have expected. The commentator continues by examining Meghan Markle's known investment portfolio, which includes Clevr Blends, Cesta Collective, and One.Off. Looking at these ventures collectively, she questions whether any of them are generating strong returns or benefiting significantly from Meghan's involvement. While she considers Clevr Blends to be the most successful of the three, recent developments have led her to wonder whether even that investment has lived up to expectations. Focusing on Clevr Blends, the commentator recalls the excitement surrounding the company's expansion into Target stores. At the time, this was viewed as a major milestone because securing shelf space in a large retail chain can dramatically increase a brand's visibility and customer reach. Unlike selling products online through Amazon, where virtually any company can create a storefront, being stocked in a national retailer such as Target is generally considered a significant achievement. Products displayed in physical stores have the advantage of attracting shoppers who are browsing and may be willing to try something new. The commentator then references an article published in January 2024, shortly after Meghan Markle publicly announced her connection to Clevr Blends. According to the article, the company invested considerable time and resources into preparing for its Target launch. Clevr redesigned its packaging, simplified product information, added ingredient details to the front of the packaging, included images of finished drinks, and clearly explained how the beverages could be prepared. The company reportedly tested these changes through 7 separate rounds of feedback with Target customers before finalizing the new design. These changes required substantial investment. Clevr also altered its product sizes and pricing structure to better compete with similar products already available in Target stores. The company reduced package sizes and lowered prices in an effort to fit within the price range consumers expected in the coffee and beverage aisle. According to the commentator, This demonstrates how serious the company was about succeeding in the retail market and how much effort was invested in securing and maintaining the Target partnership. However, when she recently checked Target's website, she found only two Clevr products listed: Mango Green Super Tea and Strawberry Lemonade Super Tea. Even those products appeared to have limited availability, with no in-store pickup options and unclear stock information. This led her to speculate that Target may have quietly reduced or phased out its partnership with Clevr Blends. While she acknowledges that she cannot verify this definitively because she is currently traveling in Europe and cannot physically inspect Target locations, the online listings raised questions in her mind. The commentator believes this possibility could help explain the recent as-ever collaboration. In her view, the partnership appeared rushed, offered little value to consumers, and lacked a clear business strategy. As a result, she wonders whether the collaboration may have been an attempt to generate attention or compensate for challenges that Clevr Blends could be facing elsewhere. While she admits this is only speculation, she argues that the situation raises legitimate questions about the long-term success of Meghan Markle's investments and whether the businesses associated with her are achieving the growth that was once expected. The commentator argues that if Clevr Blends has indeed lost significant retail placement at Target, it would be a major setback for the company. In her view, physical retail exposure is particularly important for products such as tea, matcha, and wellness beverages because customers often discover these items while browsing store shelves. She believes that attracting consistent customers through retail stores can sometimes be more effective than relying solely on online sales. Because Clevr reportedly invested heavily in redesigning its branding and packaging to meet Target's requirements, the commentator speculates that the company may have spent a substantial amount of money preparing for the partnership. According to her theory, Target may have tested the products, found that sales did not meet expectations, and then decided to move on to other brands. While she acknowledges that this is speculation, she notes that the retail industry is highly competitive and that products are frequently removed from shelves if they fail to perform. She suggests that the recent collaboration between as-ever and Clevr Blends may have been an attempt to generate additional attention, attract new customers, or reassure potential investors. However, because the collaboration offered no exclusive products, no discounts, and no unique value for customers, she questions whether it achieved any meaningful business objective. The commentator goes on to argue that the collaboration's reported sellout may not have been a significant achievement. Since all of the individual products remain available for purchase separately, she suspects the bundle may have been produced in very limited quantities. In her opinion, the promotion does not appear to represent the kind of major commercial success that companies would normally celebrate. She then turns her attention to Cesta Collective, another company in which Meghan Markle invested. Cesta Collective is known for producing luxury handbags that incorporate woven elements created by women in Africa before being finished with high-end leather materials. The commentator recalls controversy surrounding the company after reports claimed that some of the artisans involved in producing the bags were paid very little compared to the high retail prices of the finished products. According to her, this controversy generated negative publicity and raised questions about the company's business practices. The commentator notes that public attention surrounding Cesta Collective largely disappeared after those reports emerged. She points out that Meghan Markle has not been seen publicly carrying or promoting Cesta Collective products for a considerable period of time, which she interprets as a sign that the partnership may no longer be beneficial. While she acknowledges that the company may still be operating successfully behind the scenes, she believes the fashion industry is extremely competitive and suggests that the brand's future is far from guaranteed. The final investment discussed is One.Off, a social commerce platform that launched with support from a number of high-profile influencers and celebrities. According to the commentator, many of the notable names originally associated with the platform are no longer prominently featured. After reviewing the website, she concludes that much of the early celebrity involvement appears to have disappeared, leading her to question the platform's growth and long-term prospects. Based on these examples, the commentator reaches a broader conclusion about Meghan Markle's investment record. She argues that Meghan has not demonstrated an ability to identify particularly successful businesses and believes her investment choices are often guided by image and branding rather than proven business performance. In her opinion, none of the three investments, Clevr Blends, Cesta Collective, or One.Off, have shown clear signs of major success. She also suggests that the recent-as-ever collaboration has attracted skepticism because consumers have noticed that the products advertised as part of a sold-out bundle remain available individually. The video concludes with the commentator inviting viewers to share their opinions. She asks whether her assessment of Meghan Markle's investments is fair and whether audiences believe these business ventures are succeeding or struggling. Ultimately, she maintains that the available evidence raises serious questions about both the performance of the companies involved and Meghan Markle's effectiveness as an investor.